Hi, this is Mark Toomey with SteelWheelTraining.com. This is a video on a basic exercise, actually 3 basic exercises to strengthen and develop the upper part of your back and relieve some pain from the type of motion that we do every day at work. Most of us are involved in office work or we commute to work, and our bodies are in this position a lot of the time. Or we're either pulling forward to type on a computer, or leaning forward over a steering wheel, or we're doing this as we try to look at a computer screen. And as a result, we get a lot of people in here for training that are complaining about pain in their upper back. So we have 3 exercises that we want to show you today. The first one is a scapular retraction using resistance bands or jump stretch bands. We'll use a couple of them here to demonstrate. The basic way to get started is find a band that's particularly comfortable. In the beginning, something that's easy to use, because we want you to get the mechanics down as opposed to try to immediately build up strength. Put it in a palms up position, bring it behind your back, palms down position, bring it behind your back, and push it out, and then bring your elbows together. I can't stress this enough. As you're bringing the elbows together, don't let the band just pull them in and pull them out of line. From the back, it'll look like this. You're pressing out, and then you're slowly retracting them together. You should feel a tremendous pressure or contraction in your latissimus and also down the center of your back. Avoid the temptation of letting it drop in like this, pushing your elbows out here to the side, but instead control it on the way out and on the way back in. On the way out and the way back in. This is not a motion that should be done very quickly. You should try to do it with a 3 to 5 count. As you get stronger, you can add another band for more resistance and get that same feeling. Pushing out, pulling the elbows in. Once again, don't let them collapse. Let them get pulled in by actively resisting the pressure that these bands are putting on it. As you get stronger, you can use things like a resistance cord available through LifelineUSA.com, SRI, a number of different companies, and you can get the same feeling, wrapping it around your hands, bring it behind your back, and once again, watching how your elbows stay in line and you don't collapse. As you get stronger, you can even step up to a jump stretch band. I believe this one is about 50 pounds. It provides you with a lot of resistance. Bring it behind your back, press out and in. Press out and in. It really is a very effective exercise. Even when you step up to something of this weight, it provides you with a lot of resistance. You'll feel the contraction in your lats, down the center of your back. Just make sure that you don't passively let it collapse, but instead pull it in and press it out. If you have any questions on this or any other exercise, please email us at www.steelwheeltraining.com. Just hit the contact button and we'll be back to you as soon as we can. Hi, this is the second exercise we wanted to show you for developing strength and flexibility in your upper back. This is a real basic stretch. It stretches not only your shoulders out, but also allows you to pull back a little bit on your back so we get out of this hunched over position that we're in so much of the day, working on computers, driving in cars, picking things up, and instead it'll allow you to pull back a little bit. I'm going to use a piece of web nylon banding. You can use a towel, you can use a number of different things, but the one thing I'm going to ask you to do is to avoid using a jump stretch band. The basic exercise is this. Put your hands out to the end of a band, bring your arms up, making sure that you keep your elbows locked, and then bring this back. Feeling the shoulder blades move together and up. Tighten up your glutes while you're doing this. It'll protect your lower back. Bring it down and up. This is not an exercise to be done quickly. You need to feel the stretch. Now, the reason that I want you to use something that doesn't stretch, like a towel or this band, is a tendency I see a lot of people to have when they're using a jump stretch band is they're doing this. Okay, not only will they bend their elbows, but it's almost impossible to ascertain, are your shoulders becoming more flexible? Are you actually getting any benefit from this exercise? By using something that doesn't move, like a piece of nylon web belt or a towel, is that you can start to mark on it. This is where I was. So for example, you would start out with your hands at the far end of the belt, perform the stretch. Then you can move your hands in a few inches. And bring it up. By having something that's static in nature and not dynamic, that moves back and forth, you can actually judge whether or not this exercise is having any effect on you. From the rear, you want to get an idea of what it looks like. You're up here. And once again, move your hands out to the edge. It becomes easier. Moving it in a few inches makes the stretch a little bit more difficult, but also more effective. Once again, use a towel, use something that doesn't stretch. Have a good time. If you have any questions with this or with any exercise you see on any of our videos, please email us at www.steelwheeltraining.com. Hit the contact button and we'll be back to you. Thanks.